That was the moment to show, like, bitch, you done been in jail with your natural hair and crayons to make up home.
Hey,
bitch, you can do it.
Still looking good, though.
Bitch, you can do it. Bitch, if you can survive in there, you can definitely survive with all this resource and all of this shit you got going on right now. You could just say, f*** them hoes. Even though them hoes is loud. Like, them hoes is loud in prison, too. They hate us there, too. But I can keep them at a grass. It's a lot of hoes out here.
On the internet.
They everywhere. Internet, real world. It's just people, I feel like, prey on people's downfall. And it's just lame to me.
What's going on, y'all? I'm Mia Bell. Welcome to another episode of BET Talks, featuring the flashy, the show me the money, the fancy ass, iconic duo, City Girls. They're in the building. JT, Young Miami, we're here to celebrate you.
Thank you.
And this album, 3 years after the next, the last actually, Raw, is here. How do you guys feel?
I feel great. First of all, I like your introduction.
Thank you very much.
You did that.
Come on, because we talking about the project today, baby. All of them. All right? So,
I like your energy.
Come on, Virgo.
So boss.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's like, yep.
Yeah, we were talking about the signs before, and you guys did say Virgos be dead serious.
Virgos be serious. They ain't nobody to play with. Like, they ain't
My mama.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Virgos.
Do y'all get along good?
No.
Damn. That's why you're looking at me like that? Whoa.
I love my mama.
I think you guys should be really proud of yourself because you did the work. It's out. And amongst all the things that you've been going through, too, I mean, your personal projects, life, the internet, campaigns, and, you know, the music is speaking for itself in the biggest way. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Now, I do want to talk about the process in making this project because I feel like there's some things that you've been holding on to and we're finally getting it. So how long did it take to put Raw together?
It didn't take long to put it together. The songs is already made. I think what took the longest was actually putting it out.
The whole journey just been a process. Like, you know, like just over the years, like COVID, it was just like a lot. Like every time we were supposed to drop a project, something happened. And then it's like, that's why some of the songs sound familiar. Because they was like when we recorded it like 2-3 years ago.
Right. And honestly, 3 years to me isn't that bad. There's artists who go longer without dropping full projects.
Right.
And, you know, you guys have been working in between as well. So, I mean, when there's time, there's time. And like you said, it was already done. It was just a matter of putting it out there, right?
Yeah.
Facts. Me personally, I felt like we needed music out. You know, like, I feel like people was kind of getting so distracted with, like, our personal lives and forgetting that we were artists. So we wanted the music out there. Like, we just wanted something to have, you know, marinating and able to be heard from the city girls while we doing our thing. Because I feel like people just was looking at us like, damn, they don't make music no more. Like, they don't have music. So that's what it was about. I feel like the next go round we'll have like more of a stronger rollout, like put more into the project.
Right. I think despite the rollout too, I mean, the content is there. Y'all rapping, going bar for bar.
Yes.
Okay? So, you know, if anyone is a fan of you, of course, they're going to hear the evolution of the City Girls. And I feel like Raw gives us just that. It shows us that, hey, we're still doing it and we're still good and getting better. Now, BET Awards, you guys did, BET Hip Hop Awards to be specific. You guys did your performance. And I must say that from the beginning to now, performance level, yeah, we're there for sure. The dancing, the knees are working, ain't nobody wobbling.
I wobbled a little bit behind. You want to know something? I almost like fell down when me and Chris had to do the squat and come back up. You know the little part when they say pussy ain't free, you gotta spin that shit.
Oh yeah, we go down.
And we go down. I got 2 left feet. So when I got down, especially in heels, I almost fell back. Then I grabbed back over to Carisha, and I was glad they like cut that part out.
Look,
but it was
I ain't
so
seen none of
fun.
that. When y'all do the little shuffle together,
I love that.
Me too.
I love the City Girl shuffle.
I feel like that too. I feel like we was so like dedicated into like making sure that performance was good because we knew it was gonna be like part of our album rollout.
Right.
So we was like dead serious about that performance, and I feel like it was great.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I want to see more of that. I feel like if we continue to like put that in people's face, like performances and like just appearances, as artists, they'll be like, oh, okay, they because I think that we just like did the best. I'm just being honest. I feel like everything about us is just so cute. Like it's like we look good. Our outfits is cute. You know, like bitch, we look good.
Come on.
And then when we up there, just like in our element, it just gave like boss. It gave like city girls. Like like people want to see more of that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like they put so much pressure on women to do all of this. Women who are rappers to do all of this on stage.
They do nothing.
And what they give is just the walk around. They don't be dancing like y'all.
No, they don't. But they be jumping.
But
though.
I feel like I feel like men bring the energy though. Like they are men, so they in their own little category. But I like to just see men come out and just be like, chill. I don't want no.
You don't want no dancing ass?
No, I do. I love it. I'm just saying, I like when they be like more chill. I love a dancing ass man now.
That's true.
I like a little vibe though. But I'm just saying,
Okay.
like the ones that do stand there, it fits their like personality.
Right, of course.
That's what I'm gonna say.
And when you look back at your first performances, don't you feel the evolution too?
I didn't have a lot of first performances. Our first performances used to be like at small clubs, small venues. And I used to do like this little one like bounce on my leg, and then I used to roll all the way down to the floor. And I kind of miss when I used to know how to do that, because it's like I could still do it, but I ain't that skinny no more that I used to be when I first came out. So I was like, oh girl, I was like no Teletubby, just going to the floor. But I feel like sometimes I be out of breath now.
Because y'all be dancing.
I think, don't we all?
Like,
right.
bitch, I be out of breath now.
I don't know that. I be like,
yeah.
And it's a lot because you gotta dance and rap and have breath control. So
dance, rap, engage.
Right.
Like, cause sometimes I be forgetting I'm on stage, especially when she do her part. I be over there and I be like, acting like I'm talking to the crowd, and then after a while I just be standing there like in space. They be like, "Girl, wake up!"
Your
I'm
turn.
like, oh my God, I'm on stage. It's my turn. It's the weirdest shit. I done zoned out so many times at festivals. I don't know why. Like sometimes the crowd just take over me or something. Like I hear people, but then it's like you go in a daze. Like I can't believe this my life. Like I'm up here and these people screaming for me, and then I get like sidetracked thinking about that in a moment. So
yeah,
it's just like, and then and I hate when our outfits are kind of ugly, and I think that's another
In what
thing.
way?
Man, it was one time we was going to a funeral.
But
I said it looked like we was a funeral. What? Remember?
With the black.
Yes.
Oh my God.
It looked like we was like, and we don't know we was going to a stripper club or to a funeral.
Like the outfits
Or to an interview. It was just giving all.
It was a
job interview. Y'all had blazers on.
It was like a blazer. It was like a blazer, a thong,
and
then it was black.
Confusion.
It was just like
it was a lot going on.
It was like,
no, I think that the worst was like Philly when we had on like the white. And I feel like I had on a pamphlet. I was so mad the whole time.
That was the worst ever. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I was like, and then it was in the daytime.
Yeah.
Like imagine being out there in the daytime, like I think it was Roots picnic or something like that. And then we out there and like people looking at us like, hey, like, I'm like, oh,
ready to talk crazy.
A pamper on.
Oh my God, yeah.
Booty big and a pamper. I was just so disgusted and mad, and the whole time I got off the stage, then I almost spilled the stylist on the side smiling. Y'all killing it, no, you killing me. I almost killed him. Like I was so mad. That was a bad time.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
How do you guys handle that kind of energy now when you're not happy with either how you look or anything that's happening in that space and you have to go on?
I've been battling it every day.
Like, what do you do? How do you talk yourself out of it or redirect the energy?
That's why, like, half of the time, I just be like, if I'm staring and not saying anything, I'm mad. And I be trying to, like, get into it, but it's hard for me to get into something when I'm not into it. And I feel like when you look good, you perform good. When you look good, you feel good. When you don't look good or feel good, you be in your head.
About everything. Trust me, I know. But I think you guys are doing a great job at, still getting through the work. So the features on the project, we got Lil Durk, we have Kim Petras, we also have Money Long, Emotions, that's my song.
That's my song too.
It is, I can tell.
That need to be to the radio.
I love that song. Like when I wake up and I play the City Girls album, that's the first song I go
that
to.
you play?
Start my day like that, yes.
I agree. Now, what about you? What would you say?
Fancy ass bitch.
Okay, no, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Okay.
So right now we talking about Lil Durk. And you guys, I feel like with Durk too, on the project, if he's gonna get on some, gotta be some rapping ass motherfuckers on the track too.
Yeah.
And I think you guys really showed your level, your skill level, and how much you've grown, as MCs, as rappers. What do you think? Like, when you get in the booth now versus back then, is it just like, you know, it's coming to you easier? What is your process in writing and putting it all out there?
I feel like I love Static. That's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
Too. Like, Static is such a good song because I just love, like, hard music. Like, when it be feeling like you talking your shit. And I feel like the song was perfectly built. Like, it was, like, short, medium, long, and kill. Like, I feel like a song should always go out with a bang. But I feel like now my process, sometimes I a little bit overthink. I feel like in the beginning, I used to be just, people be like, you used to be going crazy. I be like, I used to be sleep, wake up, go in the booth and just say whatever in my mind. Like, but I feel like now I go through more of like how I'm like trying to, whatever the song title, I try to dive deep more into the song title than in myself. And I kind of want to switch back into rapping more of myself than what the song title is. You get what I'm trying to say?
Right. That makes sense. Okay. Now, we're also doing a pop vibe with Kim Petras. How did that come together, and how did you guys say, hey, that's who I want on the project?
We did that song in LA with Dr. Luke.
Okay.
And like, we had this song, like, we sat on this song for a while, but it was a song that we really liked it because we felt like it was like a pop song. And I think our A&R, or like Dr. Luke, was like, they think Kim Petras would be good for that song. And we agreed.
Yeah. Flashy.
Yes.
I love it.
And shout out to Kim Petras too. I feel like she is just like so bubbly. She have beautiful energy. She's a team player. She's not. She didn't come in and give diva attitude. Like, she's fire. I love like how like when she came in, she was like, "What are you doing?" Like, and I'm like,
it was so sweet.
Hey.
I'm sure it's an honor for her too to be able to cross over into your space.
Yeah, it was fire.
It was a vibe.
Yeah,
it was a vibe for real.
I can feel it. Now, let's speak some life into the women who feel like they gotta settle for less. I feel like they can't ask for the things that they want because on the project you give it to us with fancy ass. That's where I was going with that. Fancy ass girls, of course, and work for it, right? I think it's okay for women to ask for what they want in all ways, whether that means, you know, the most expensive to the, hey, I want my Starbucks just like this. You know what I'm saying? Or the Coca-Cola and the Doritos for an interview. So speak some life into the women and why you guys continue to push that, you know, for us, because I think whether or not you're in a relationship, out of a relationship, these are standards that you always got to keep if that's what you like, right?
I feel like women should demand what they want, never settle for less, of course. And I feel like sometimes they miss the message because of the messages. They be like, y'all, shut up. And we be like, damn, we just trying to help y'all.
No, and I feel like the men like that too.
Yeah, no.
Right?
They definitely do like a woman who know what they want. Like, they like it. If they are a strong man, and if they have it, sometimes men don't want to hit the mouth if they ain't got it. But if they have it, they definitely want. And if you're worth it, definitely. Like, even if you ain't worth it, trick with you.
Right.
Like, sometimes you just gotta lay down your law. Like, be that bitch and believe that you that bitch and walk into that room like you that bitch.
Right.
In any situation, it could be work, relationship, friendship, whatever it is, like, as an individual woman, you should have a voice.
Now, do you feel like you were raised that way? I feel like things like that start from young.
That's how my mama is.
Yeah.
Like, yes, that was installed in me as a child. Like,
if you want something, ask for it. I think many times, like, even as kids, sometimes our parents be like, we walk in here, don't ask for nothing. If they ask you want something to eat, no, that was me as a kid. You ask me if I'm hungry, no, stomach bubbling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So to hear this music and just to hear how demanding you guys are of the things that you're worth and that you want, I think it's really empowering in that space. And as much as people want, you know, artists to grow out of certain things, I feel like having boundaries and standards is something that women should never grow out of. Right? So please keep talking that talk because the girls need to hear it.
Facts.
Now, when you guys are putting your verses down, do you ever share with each other, like, what do you think of this? Should I change this? The same way that y'all are today with the hair, the makeup, and, you know.
Like, if I do a verse, like, with Steady, she was like, I love that verse. Like, you with her? And I'm like, for real? Like, I don't really like that song.
Like, because I be feeling like she need, like, pop your shit. Like, put that verse on there and, like, wash. Like, go hard. And she was like, I don't like it. I'm like, bitch, put this verse on here. Like, this sound good, and it's like you popping your shit, you saying the right shit, and it's pocketed good, it sound good. It was just the part. Even when I heard it, I was blown away. I was like, hold on. And I was like, okay, like, I would need to step my shit up.
Yeah.
Like, then when I heard her verse, I was like, I need to step my shit up. And then I was like, I need to add ad-libs, but I felt like the song was so perfect. Like, it reminded me of Top Notch a little bit. Like, how I had the longer verse and she had the shorter verse. So I was like, okay, this is like another Top Notch. But then we added Durk on it because I heard, like him, like, man, what? Like, I hear the gangster in that song and like the aggression, and I feel like that's why he needed to be added in.
Yeah, it's the perfect feature, especially for that energy.
I love the way he came into the song. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Like, he went
real hard. Like, you could tell he respects your artistry for that too. Yeah. Like, he gave it his energy.
Yeah, shout out to Durk. He's such a
literally
a great person. He don't come with no ego. He just hustling in this shit, and like, he don't ever be like having no chip on his shoulder. When he could, like, he done did enough in the game. Like, he been around for so long. I remember before, like, I was a rapper, like, Durk was popping in Chicago and shit, and he lasted that long. So he could definitely have a chip on his shoulder and be like, I don't want to work with y'all. Yeah. But he don't never, it's always love, it's always respect. He turned his shit in fast. So, like, that's one person in the game where I'd be like,
he had to, like, Friday to sing the verse in, and he literally got it to us, like, that Thursday night, Friday morning.
Do you guys also let them know of the deadline too? Like, hey, I need this by a certain time, or do you kind of play it by ear? Like, I hope they give it to me when I need it.
I think majority of the time, like, it gets sent back, but it's just like this time it was kind of like we was on thin nice because we had like a deadline.
And you got it done. Static, fire. And I know that, you guys have survived so much, and not only in music, but in your personal lives too. And I think that is what also pushes you to keep going when all the background noise is so loud, right? Yeah. So what would you say is a moment in your career that you survived that kind of gave you that energy where you're like, if I got through that, ain't nothing else y'all could do to get me out of here. My feet are on the ground. I'm not going anywhere. Any particular moment stand out to you?
I feel like it's a lot.
Every day.
So many times I think that when JT went to jail, people was like, oh, she ain't gonna be able to do it that time. Then when I got pregnant, I'm like, oh shit, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this pregnant. And it's like every time like a person count me out, God put me back in. So like every time I got counted out and God put me back in, I'm like, all right. It's just noise. Like, I got it. He put me here. I'm here.
What about you, JT?
I feel like jail. I always think about it. I'm like, damn, I remember being in jail, and I used to be like counting the days, and I used to be feeling like I was never gonna come back. Go home. Like, the calendar seemed so thick in jail. Like, the days seemed so long. And I'd be like, I came out. We done had, like, people used to always say, y'all peaked when you was in jail. And I feel like we had another moment with talk. I feel like Jobs was a good song. I feel like Rodeo was a good song. We did have those moments. I thought we was never gonna like hit big stages together like after COVID, because people used to be saying that to me like, bitch, you missed it. Like, that's what they used to always say. They was like, bitch, you missed it. Like, you missed it. And I'm like, damn, I ain't gonna perform at a festival and all of that. So I was able to do all that, and I feel like that was the moment to show like, bitch, you done been in jail with your natural hair and crayons for makeup on.
Hey,
bitch, you can do it.
It's still looking good, though.
Bitch, you can do it. Bitch, if you can survive in there, you can definitely survive with all this resource and all of this shit you got going on right now. You could just say hoes. Even though them hoes is loud. Like, them hoes is loud in prison, too. They hate us there, too. But I can keep them at a grass. It's a lot of hoes out here.
On the internet.
They everywhere. Internet, real world. It's just people, I feel like, prey on people's downfall. And it's just lame to me how people want to see people down so bad. Like, I feel like people want people to be sad, humiliated, and embarrassed. I think that's three things, like, and like a liar. Like, they be like, she embarrassed as trying to act like she don't care. Like, if a person's saying they don't care, they don't care.
Right. And I think it's so important for y'all to continue to really brush it off in that way, because the background noise, it really means nothing, and they still tapping in.
Yeah.
In every way.
One thing about a hater, they go tap in.
Oh, hell yeah. You're number one on the list, baby.
They stalk you. Like, a person that hates you really is a person that knows everything about you.
Right.
And then you gonna listen to it just to hate on it. So it's like,
so they're gonna be the first. They're gonna definitely be the first one to say, go listen to the song and be like, I hate this part. Like, I'm like, you hate me too, and you shouldn't even be here.
Yeah, I bet y'all don't hate. I don't. I don't even want to hear them on my.
That's because they really love you. They just don't know how to show that affection. It's misplaced
They
love.
just want it. I feel like some people want it back. They want to feel included. Like, somebody tweeted me today.
What they say?
And said, I like this song by JT, but she just remind me of a girl I don't like.
So now they mad.
Like, bitch, what? She said she liked the way I rap, but she don't like me because I remind her of somebody who she don't like.
Right.
And I'm like, well, who you don't like? Like, what about me that got something to do with the music? But I feel like overall, it's gonna be haters.
Right.
And I feel like for every artist, every successful person, like not even only an artist, like a basketball player, you know, they talk shit about LeBron James. Like, I see people always defending themselves when they successful. I feel like you defend yourself the most when you're successful.
Yeah.
Like, a person who ain't got nothing going on, nobody ain't hating on them for them to defend themselves. And it's hard to say, oh, ignore it, because if you don't speak up for yourself, who else gonna speak up for you?
Exactly. And I love that you guys have each other for that, because doing it alone to me seems so scary.
Yes.
But when you have a sister that you can call and be like, look what this girl said, tweet her, or you know what I'm saying? Just somebody that always have your back.
It was like they started already. I'm like, cuss their ass out.
Oh my God, that was us this morning. I woke up like 5 o'clock in the morning, because one thing about me, I really don't like talking to people. In a moment when I'm talking to you, right, I feel like I'm talking to you, I'm in therapy, like I'm getting it off my chest. And then, like, if you got a bad spirit, not saying you got a bad spirit, because I feel comfortable talking to you, but when I walk off, sometimes it be in my mind all day and I can't sleep at night. Like, did I talk to the wrong person today? Did I overshare with the wrong person? Like, what are they going to do with that information? Are they going to take me out? So I couldn't barely sleep last night because we did so many interviews, and it was like controversy, and it was weighing heavy on my heart. So I woke up like 5 o'clock this morning, and I'm like, I don't want to do no more interviews today. And I'm picking out which interviews I want to do and what I want to, like, I feel like we should control that more. Like, I feel like people know us for clapping back or just being ignorant or doing ignorant shit. We done did enough of that, and sometimes people need to see us in another light. So today, I was like, ain't nobody else gonna do it for us. Today, we gonna pick out what we want to do. Like, who we finna sit in front of, what we finna talk about, because people who's talking about other shit, it overshadows who we really are. And like, I feel like we so successful, we got so much more to offer than all the shit people ask us about, which only sell their shit. Like, it sells them more than it sells us. Like, get they blogs popping or get other shit popping. So that's how I feel.
And you're worth more than that, right? I mean, this is the work that you've been putting in for so long. So why not talk about the music and the project and like the actual things that got you to this space?
Right.
Everything else is.
I feel like it should be about the music, the business, like stuff about us, like, and good things. Like, let us elaborate on that. Like, not so much if when somebody tweeted about us or drama, because then you're gonna get offended when somebody's saying that to you in a moment, and then you ain't gonna think about how you reacted until you leave. Like, because some things be trigger points.
Right. Yeah, I mean, y'all are human too. And I think people forget too, like, you know, you had regular lives just like all of us 5 years ago. And the way that you would approach certain situations, if they're coming at you disrespectful, what do you expect? But I think you guys are doing a great job at keeping it together. And you don't have to give them a show. The show is the music, right?
Yeah, that's how I've been feeling lately. I've been like, I'm trying so hard not to get these bitches to show. I'm trying so hard not to get these. I just want us to come back stronger in the music. Like, I want us to come back stronger in the music, the business, the success. So when people turn around and look, they gonna still hate. They gonna be like, them bitches still around though. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly.
Like, them bitches, damn, we can't get rid of these hoes. Like, these hoes can't do. These hoes, like, why is these bitches still around? Because like, the first thing I was like, damn, people such haters. Like, the first time we feel y'all saying wrap it up. Why?
Right.
Like, why, bitch? I ain't got nothing else to do.
Right.
You know how many times you done fell off a bike or fell off of something and you had to get back up and keep going until you got it?
Yeah.
You have to.
You have to.
What are some words of encouragement that you guys give each other, or something that you want the other person to know? Like, Young Miami, when you look at JT and say she's tripping over something, what is something that you see in her that you're like, girl, if I could just beat this into your head forever, I would.
I mean, ain't nothing. I just feel like sometimes you need a person like for reinsurance. So like a lot of times I'm just like, girl, what the tripping about? We got this, you doing this, I'm doing this. Like, I feel like we always have to remind each other, like, you know the noise get loud, so the noise.
Remind her right now. I want you to look into her eyes. We having an Iyanla fix my
Oh,
life.
no, you not.
I want you to look into her eyes and say, JT, you are that girl.
You are that girl. What you tripping for? Nah, no, for real though. I be like, I tell all the time, or like, just we talking. I just be like, we be tripping for nothing. Sometimes the noise get loud and it can get real loud. It can be distracting, but it's like we working towards something. We 5 years ago to now, it's like
girl, astronomical.
We need to be saying,
like
hallelujah.
I be like, thank God.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I feel. Like with her, I be like, especially about her podcast, I be like, girl, I wouldn't even say shit to these people. Like that's a big leap, and you succeeded at it, and people gonna have something to say, like, cause they want to scare you out of your shit. Like people try to scare you out of what you doing, so you can make more room for them. Like, oh, bitch, you ain't got it, you ain't doing good, cause they want you to move, they want you to get out of their way, so they could be the number one podcast, they could be the number one this, they could be the number one that. Like you're new, you're hot. They probably feel like, damn. Like, let's distract her. Like, I feel like a lot of shit be distraction. And it's like, you just have to keep proving them wrong like you do. You be proving their ass wrong. Right. That's how I feel.
Every time.
I feel like, when you drop your shit, people want to sit on your couch. People want to be around you. People want to be around your vibes. Like, you know, some people got to pull teeth to get a motherfucker to see them. Like, so you never know what a hate stem from and why people so angry and jealous and everything. Like, people probably feel like you got it easier than them, like, and then they just mad, or they feeling like, let me distract her in your mind. Distract you from what you doing so you can make more room for them. Right. And it's like, crowd the lane. You got to take care of your family. You can't be thinking about what people saying or responding. Like, so what? Right. Because the hater gonna hate,
and they gonna keep on.
They not gonna stop, especially when you responded to them.
Right. Now, the last thing before we get up out of here, what do the city girls' prayers look like, or any spirituality? Because I know this is a lot in every aspect. Waking up, having to deal with the internet, having to deal with the criticism, life. You got kids, you're in relationships, you have friends, people that you got to keep up with. What y'all be asking God for? So I got it, my prayer too.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been asking. I just been like thanking
gratitude.
God.
Come on.
I always just be like, thank you, God. Like, I'm just happy for where I'm at. Like, I feel like whatever you got planned for me, I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna let you guide me. Like, I just be giving thanks, because it's like, I know it's a lot of people always asking for shit, and I feel like my cup is filled right now. Like, I'm grateful for where I'm at. Like, sometimes you have to appreciate what you have, and that's like where I'm at. So like right now, it's just like I always give thanks, and like thanks in advance for anything that's coming my way.
Yeah, I be grateful. I ain't gonna lie. They be like, bitch, I be like, man, I'm so grateful for where I'm at. Like, I'm in the best space I ever been in life. Like, and I don't ever want to go back to where I was. Like, and I just want to enjoy these moments, because that's what it's really all about. Enjoying where you're at. Because if you don't, when you look up, it's gonna be all over.
It's gonna be gone.
It's gonna be over, and you're gonna be like, damn, I could have enjoyed it. It don't matter like what you have. Like, it don't matter what's going on. It's like, look at how far you came. Like, long as you were progressing, you succeeded.
Yeah.
So.
And you guys have succeeded.
Succeeding.
You. Yes. The album is out. Everything looks great. The personal projects are rolling, and y'all don't got nothing to worry about. Gratitude it is.
Thank you.
Gratitude.
The City Girls, y'all.